All right, so there has been this long talk and debate about black women's femininity, on whether or not black women were ever allowed to have femininity or if they were ever given an opportunity to be feminine. And this is one of the videos that I found which was completely lame. It's a completely lazy excuse that one of the reasons why black women can't be feminine is because of racism. And again, when you watch something like this, okay, you're saying that it happened nearly 50 years ago. This little girl is probably 10 years old. So 9 times out of 10, I would not even 10 out of 10 chance. She was probably born in the early to mid 60s. And these are today's grandmothers to great grandmothers. So you're comparing that to Gen Z women, who or Gen Z style dating, to where black women are not facing this type of discrimination. They're not having rocks thrown at them. They're allowed to go to schools, PWIs. They're allowed to work in corporate America, absent of black men. They are allowed to move pretty damn near freely. And you're telling me, despite all this, somehow you guys still blame racism for not being feminine. It's bullshit. Another thing that I found annoying was this topic of why black women can't lose weight. And Claudia Jordan, not Claudia Jordan. I got her mixed up. Selena Johnson, the other goofy chick on the Cocktails for Queens or whatever, made a statement saying that black women can't lose weight because they're stressed, which is the cause of weight gain. I'm not going to deny that. But you also have to take an accountability of the food intake. Black women do not eat healthy food. And Miss Johnson here made a goofy statement saying that black women have no time to eat because they're taking care of all these damn kids. Okay, what explains the childless women or women in their young teens who are already obese, who are already overweight? Even childless women in their 30s and mid 20s are already overweight. So what's the excuse? Racism, stress. What is it? It can't be the kids. They don't have kids.
Get fast and gain weight by the end of it. I was like, how? Jesus made this mix. How did I gain weight? I did a 40 day fast. How did I gain weight? But your body is built for certain things, and the way to do that requires something that I can't even imagine. So what did you find?
The thing is that black women aren't learning their body type. So they're really wasting their time doing all these like lose weight quick schemes, like those little teas, and then they don't really maintain. They just think it's like a one quick fix. And a thing with a lot of black women is that they use a lot of shortcuts. That's why waist trainers are so big, and that failed and fell off because they still weren't losing the weight.
The biggest obstacles for black women in particular. Brandon, you're not bad. Sure. Look at me. It's your time. You hit the nail on the head. It is stress. Black women are stressed down to the floor. First of all, black people are under stress.
No, it's really just y'all. It's really just y'all because y'all can really Negro explain the bullshit and all this shit. But okay, for the most part, black men are actually physically healthy, or at least trained or grown up or taught to be physically healthy and fit because of attraction. A lot of women love muscular men, especially men that are six two and above. A lot of women respect men in prison, and when you have all these years, really not doing anything constructive, all these guys do is have time to do push-ups and work out, and it's a survival game. So of course, even though they're actually eating unhealthy, I'll probably say the fucking food they eat is probably worse than the BW who eats at McDonald's every day. Those brothers are under stress. And like I said, most black men are raised to become athletes. So I remember like a long time ago, Sarge, his lame excuse on why black women were overweight was because, there's no gyms in the black community. There's no gyms in the black community. I'm like, that's bullshit. There's the YMCA was literally built for gyms to be put in black areas, black communities. They were designed to do that so kids can fight obesity and have opportunities to play sports during the summertime. So there's really technically no excuse, because it really makes no sense to where, okay, I go to high school and I'm already seeing 14-year-olds putting on 445 plates on the bar and bench pressing that shit, or even squatting it. So the thing is it's a different health standard. And because when it comes to weight in women, especially black women, there's certain things in the black community that we don't touch or don't ask or even tamper with. We don't ask black women their age. We don't ask black women about their weight or why they're so big. And we don't criticize them for being single. So this is a lazy excuse.
Not only that, we suffer from mental duress pretty much 24 hours a day simply because we live in a...
But you guys don't go to therapy though. You guys don't take the therapy seriously. But yeah, you're always coming to black men about how we're not mentally stable. We lack mental or emotional intelligence and shit like that. Yet again, you guys are the ones that are fucking crazy.
So there's just a shadow of
so many excuses
that we're always living under. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't be triumphant, we can't be victorious, we can't win, we can't push through, we can't overcome. We have done it time and time again. But I saw this woman speaking on Instagram.
It's funny how they can do everything. They can move mountains, but they can't lose the weight. Wow.
And it just made it so clear to me. She was talking about mental illness and mental health, and she said, when they abolished slavery,
oh God, you see what I mean? They have to go so far, and there's freaking kids who were born in the 2000s already overweight. They didn't live through slavery. These kids don't even know what the war in Iraq was like. What the fuck do they know about stress? What the fuck? I mean, really, with black women, what the fuck y'all know about stress? Really. And the thing is, with newer generations becoming more unhealthy and more overweight, it's only... I'm kind of curious, because I don't even know if I'll find it, because this is really just a spot on my... obese kids... obesity among Gen Z black kids. I don't even know if I'll find anything. Which percent? See, this is ridiculous. This is more than double of white Hispanic kids. non-white or just non-Hispanic white kids. This is ridiculous. Let's go under 18. Again, this is ridiculous. Look at this. Look at this. The percentage of obesity among children, adolescents, 6 to 11, 2015 to 18. Black females. It's more than double. Oh, this is the same one, but it just kind of clarified the age. Again, like y'all are just doubling this shit, and it's fucking sad. But the thing is that with the boys are pretty much trained to be more active. So in one hand, I can say that the boys, they're probably bulking up at to play sports like football, because football and being a big guy in football is pretty valuable, but you're still active. So. But really, truth be told, since I've been seeing a lot of high school kids, play football. Like them dudes are pretty small nowadays. They really ain't that big. I don't know. I can't compare because I'm by the time I was in high school, I was like probably like 90 pounds or something. But it's really weird seeing how small in amongst today's youth, how small and skinny are the boys and fit the boys are, and then the girls are just they're just massive. It's really weird. But these kids are raised in the same household, so it really shouldn't even have anything to do with money or circumstances. They're raised in the same household. Okay, they evened out with boys with 1%. But I mean, but wow, and wow, wow. Wow. Percentage of some leisure time, physical activities among 8-year-olds, 18 and over. And nine times out of 10, these are probably majority of it who are active are black men, because these kids are preparing to play sports in college. I wish they would have broken it up by gender, because I would have bet you would have seen like a large gap. So inactivity that didn't meet the federal large. Yeah, that's pretty large. 50%. Oh no, white kids they pretty much beat us, most likely because they're actually trying to lose the weight and they're probably more conscious about it. But I wish they could have broke it down by gender. If they would have broken it down by gender, I would have loved to have seen that. I know everyone's gonna say the body mass index is racist and all that shit, but there's really nothing stopping you from eating healthy. And of course, the B-Dub leads in this shit. Ridiculous, man. Shit. I'm surprised it's at 44.3%. I would have thought it was like 59 or some shit. This is ridiculous. The adjusted, by the time they hit 20, and like 9 times out of 10, they get 1 or 2 kids, they keep the weight, and yeah, I can definitely see why it's like that. But let's go back to Miss Johnson.
For any mental health for Black people, she said when the civil rights movement was passed, did anybody get any mental health? Help?
The thing is with this is that when you compare the women, I can pretty sure you bet that women in the 80s and 90s were probably still smaller than the women of today. So you kind of hiding behind civil rights and all that shit. It's not like, because it's not like they would, because you still have to gain weight. You still need to eat. You need to have an imbalance to where you're not eating properly and your metabolism is falling off. So miss me with this idea and this theory that it was because the stress with the racism turned Keisha into a 200-pound woman because she was so overstressed about white folks, but she was still chewing on carrot sticks. Nah, I'm not trying to hear that bullshit.
Already in a situation where we are mentally set back, right? In terms of discipline and fight, and the things that are most important to us is survival in terms of financial. So what we do is we put our chin down and we go after the money, the opportunity, all while not paying attention to our body.
I can pretty much assure you and bet that most I don't have the data unless someone can find it for me, but this is my bet. This is my hypothesis. I can surely bet that the majority of overweight women of today are poorer, less educated. Actually, I don't even know about the educated part. I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 about the education part. But I will probably say this. The majority, this is my hypothesis, I will bet, the majority, compared to in shape black women versus obese black women, that the majority of obese women are poor, not educated, and probably unemployed. I would bet that.
Right? The body's the last thing that we care about. I'll eat later. I'll do this. Black women are not sitting around snacking.
That's a fucking myth. You know damn well these bitches are snacking. That's all these bitches do. There's a TikTok. Oh, hell nah. I ain't trying to hear that shit. This is my frustrations. You do this. Go to a black-owned seafood restaurant. Those typical black Cajun style seafood restaurants where it's like they kind of designed it to be like a wooden ship in the inside, and there's like it's almost like made of entirely wood, and it's like one of those where you can put your name. You just like there's a whole bunch of graffiti and people just put their names and stupid shit on the wall. Go to those style ass black restaurants and watch. I've literally seen this so many fucking times. Go sit next to a table. Just watch a table, and it doesn't even matter who she's with, whether she's by herself or with friends. I've seen this chick do it with her own son, and this was crazy. Watch how, and to be honest, it's those restaurants are majority black women eating there. But I've gotten so tired of black seafood restaurants because I got so tired of seeing the obese black female with these acrylic nails, sloppy clothes, and they have this unridiculous, unproportional plate. And I remember this. It was like 3 years ago, Christmas time. I'm at the restaurant by myself, and I'm just getting a quick little snack, and I see this obese woman who was with her son, who was also obese, and the kid was like 8. The kid had to be like 8 or 12 between there, and this chick's plate was both of their plates were ridiculous. I don't know, and the thing was, she had such a large plate that she had to take it home. And I remember, like, she ordered like 20 biscuits, and then she had like 6 or 8 biscuits to take home. I was like, who? I'm like, who is really eating all of these biscuits at once? It is ridiculous. And I was just looking at how overindulged these women are in these restaurants. Black women are lazy about their weight. Lazy.
So we're not eating because we're so busy. We're single moms. We're trying to take care of 15 households.
And whose fault is that? That is your fault for adding all these stressors in your life. You know, picking niggas that ain't gonna be with you. And trust me, not most of them niggas are avoidable. I ain't trying to hear Keisha talking about, oh well, he lied to me. Did he put a ring on your finger? No. Okay, Keisha, he didn't lie. You knew better. I don't know why you trusted him. You come from 6 generations of single mothers. I don't know how you guys are still falling for the same old playbook.
We take care of Big Mama. We got this person's kids over here we take care of. You know,
Why are you so responsible in taking care of other people's kids? Why are you taking care of kids? Fuck the kids. What's the excuse that black men are in shape? Oh, because they ain't gotta take care of no kids, and you know that's why most of them are in shape. Okay, all right.
be the breadwinner in the household.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is it that you guys are picking insubordinate men? Whose fault is that? But the thing is, you know how to pick you know how to not pick the educated lane. You know how to not pick the successful brother, the constructive brother doing something good with his life. You guys know how not to choose him. So I ain't trying to hear no shit. I ain't trying to hear no shit about racism. Nah. Cause how we talking about racism 1 minute and then we're talking about you picking ain't shit niggas the next. Same video too.
We're more educated statistically. We're the most educated being on earth.
Y'all, you really, I can go to a PWI. I can look at like all these chicks who are fit, friendly, feminine, submissive. You know, I can even compare. I can compare the average HBCU cheerleader, and I can compare that to the PWI cheerleaders, and the white girls are more fit. The white girls can do flips. Black cheerleaders are just now doing that shit because they just now trying to get women who fit the bill so they can, because they've been, let's just be honest, HBCU cheerleaders, I'm pretty sure they've been criticized on how a lot of them don't even really cheerlead. They just step. They hardly do a lot of the shit unless it's for competition or they just kind of want to prove something. But really, I've noticed how a lot of these schools, HBCUs, but these girls are overweight. Bad.
You know, we're getting more jobs in terms of working on the white people, of course, but we're getting more jobs, we're getting more opportunities, we're creating our own businesses. All that comes along.
Really? Okay, fine. You guys are creating more business. Like, what? Come on. You compile it as if stress equal calories and carbs and all that shit. The stress lowers the metabolism. This is why I kind of hate black folks in the health game because we really don't understand our bodies at all. We literally don't. And if you think this is bad, wait till you see the Hotep niggas and their explanations of shit. It's like it is bad. Black folks do not understand their health. I've seen this within my own family. I've seen this when people try to explain their diets and health. Black folks do not understand health. We try to Negro explain it. We try to Hotep spin this shit. We do not understand our health at all. And what's crazy is that we're literally looking at white folks who are literally in the best shape of their freaking lives. And we still not even trying to figure out, like, oh shit, how the hell you guys did that? Oh, well, my wife, Nicole, what she does is that she runs around the track. Let me see who texted me. I ain't got no hoes. Nicole, she's waking up every 5:30 a.m. to run laps for 45 minutes around the neighborhood park. And when I was in college, my school was in a very rich white neighborhood to where you will see a lot of high value white folks. And I would be coming into school because as early as like 6 a.m. and no matter how hot, no matter how cold, no matter how fucked up the weather was, white women were running laps around that school. Running laps. Daytime to dusk. I honestly haven't seen a black woman really run routinely around the school.
These things is more stress, more money, more problems. And because we have to fight so hard to get ahead because we're the lowest paid in the world, we're the last on the totem pole. When I was in sister circle, the average household of white woman was $41,000. The average woman, the average income of a black woman was $5. So, and you know why? Because we have $1,000,000,000 in student loans that we have to pay back because we don't went through all the college necessary because we keep getting told, we're not good enough at this level, so we got to keep wanting to get all these degrees, right?
No, that's bullshit. The reason why you guys get so many degrees is because you guys were false fed to believe that y'all degrees were free. Y'all used and abused the financial aid, FAFSA, and your student loans. You use that as a credit card. That's the truth that a lot of them are kind of hiding behind because really, truth be told, black women fucked up FAFSA. A lot of black women fucked up FAFSA and student loan aid because they were using that shit to buy luxury clothes and cars and going on vacations and doing all this dumb shit. And then by the time the semester started, these bitches only had like $500. Not even that. They had like negative $500 in the bank account. And they were surprised. Oh, the school robbed me or some shit. Nah, it was the wasteful spending. So I ain't really trying to hear that bullshit of B-dubs talking about how they were tricked. Nah, nobody tricked you into doing anything. You also got the degrees because you wanted to be egotistical. And because, and really truth be told, because going to school and your idea was free money. You had no hopes or plans to paying out the debt. That's why these black women are like 40 to 100K in debt. They had no interest of paying it back, and the thing was they just kind of added on. They just added on to that, and just kind of bullshit themselves. Okay, let me just get this. Let me get a biology degree. Let me get a sports management degree. Let me get an English degree. It's your own nepotism, and they just want to be professional students just so they can have money automatically loaned it out to them. And now they're surprised and crying about racism. Come on, you really gonna blame student debt on fucking being obese? Get the fuck out of here, man.
So the body is the last thing we're
I don't even think Karen Hunter believes this shit. but hey, it's a sisterhood, so they're not even gonna bother disputing that shit.
The body is the last thing. Self is the last thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's killing black women. And now, if it's killing black women, it's killing black men. Who feeds the family? Who takes care of the family? Who educates the babies? Who educates the family? So that was the mission of She in Life as well. To educate the woman, you educate the family. You change the life of the woman.
Here's the debunk, because you're saying family, but you don't have a family, and you're intentionally blocking out black men from this conversation. Here's the thing. We already saw the stats that black boys were more fit, and there are less obese boys than girls in the black community, or in general. We already proved that. These boys are living in the same household. They're eating the same things. They're not really doing anything different that the B-Dub's doing. The only thing that they're doing different is that they're more active, and that they're raised and trained to be more active because prison, attractiveness, sexuality drives a lot of black boys' inspiration. So they're hitting the gyms early as 12 to do, and because sports in the black community is a gateway out of the community, out of the hood. It's been like this since the 80s, even before that. And I guess someone's gonna blame, well, how come female sports? I don't care. For the most part, black male athletes have been used as a gateway out of the hood. So I don't understand why Keisha doesn't ask her brother Tavon on, hey, how do you stay fit? And yeah, really, truth be told, a lot of these niggas are really eating junk food too. It ain't like they're eating like salads and shit. Because really, honestly, I'm not trying to. Because by your logic, Miss Johnson, black women don't know how to eat. So how the fuck are they gonna teach the youth about health and all that shit when they themselves don't know how to eat? They don't know the difference between proteins. They don't know how to read calorie intakes. They don't even know how much the human body, or as a female, how much calories they should take. I think the average per day, the average woman needs to have a healthy amount of about, because I think women need more calories than men. So I want to say it's 2,500 to 3,000 calories. You really gonna say that? Teach a man when we're the most in shape. We're more in shape than you, but you're gonna teach us something? Okay.
You teach a woman, you teach a village. She educates the family. So in terms of health and wellness, I feel like the priority should be the woman. The priority should be the black woman. I found out that it is stress. Stress causes high cortisol levels. High cortisol levels causes fat in the midsection. Also stress causes hormonal imbalance. The soul food diet causes hormonal imbalance. We eat too much sugar. Then when you
Oh, you're now talking. It literally took. I haven't watched this too in some time, but really, it took you this long to talk about food. This chick just said earlier that they weren't eating. They didn't have time to eat. Now she's talking about a soul food diet. Yes, there's too much sugar. There's too much sugar in the shit. You got to put way too much sugar in the shit. I should also add a sugar count intake too, other than the calories, because sometimes you can take shit that's low in calories, but you know the sugar intake is like 6 to 9 grams or something. Wasn't I saying that? I'm literally about to fucking explode. You just said they weren't eating. Now you said that now they're eating plates that are so, like I said before in the seafood restaurant I've been in. Now she's saying and admitting that they're eating plates that are too large for consumption. I don't. The thing is with black folks, black women, stop eating shit that you can't finish at the session. Get something small. The restaurant is not these restaurants are not designed, or some of them are not designed to be buffets. They're not buffets. Restaurants are not buffets. You guys eat like everywhere you go it's a fucking buffet. You get oh boy, man, I remember like when I used to take the city bus to go to school, and you will definitely see how the scenery changes from the black community to the white community. And when driving, when getting there was a hospital, the main hospital for the city, and I remember on Fridays, because that's when I took the bus to go all the way home. Seeing black women in their 50s and 40s and older as amputees, wheelchair bound, and I would remember seeing like black women, despite all of those health issues, they would have like four to 5 bags of Popeyes and McDonald's and all that other. I'd just be scratching. I was like, God, this is the most depressing bus ride ever, because these women are literally killing themselves and have no motivation to change. She beat me to it, but hey, at least I can understand. The thing was, she knows what she's talking about, but she's being dishonest, because I didn't like how she said that they weren't doing all this shit and that it was solely on stress and racism, which had nothing to do with it. She's right that stress does lower your metabolism, but you gotta eat something. It's always about what you're eating and drinking. And black women love to drink as quiet as it's kept. Black women are showing their shit. Black women love drinking Hennessy and all those sugary. And the thing is, there's actually, you can get gluten. I know black women ain't gonna do that shit. It has to be some Hennessy. It has to be some sugary. Nah, I ain't. You really.
So that also causes insulin stress. You know, I deserve this wine. I was me to work so hard. So then I'm gonna drink wine. You feel me? So we're not really wearing any no kind of exercise.
That's a fucking lie. That exercise, all you need is about 30 minutes of activity. That's really all you need. It can be as simple as really just walking around the neighborhood for 30 minutes consecutively. So again, you can roll the ball, but the thing is, you guys are just lazy and you guys aren't doing anything. A gym membership is literally, it can go as $12 a month. You're wasting. The thing is, when you're wasting, you already got a Hulu account, you already got a Netflix account, you already got internet. You got probably like six, probably in all total, you probably got like 6 to 8 subscriptions to bullshit. You're telling me about 8 to 12 bucks a month. You can't sacrifice, actually 8 to 20. You can't sacrifice that enough to go to the gym just for 30 minutes. You know, and you don't even have to go every day. You can literally just go twice to 3 times, a week. Technically, you're supposed to go 4 times a week, but people really don't have that. People are stressed and they don't have that time. But the thing is, you can make time. It really only takes 30 to 45 minutes to work out. And it's not like we're asking women to bench press bullshit. We ain't asking. Really, it's just walking. Couple. You can do strength exercises too. But it's like we're not asking you to do shit that men are doing.
Honestly, the bottom line is black women are not putting themselves first. We're not prioritizing ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. First, we take care of ourselves. It's just like when Michelle Obama talked about, being on a plane and the thing comes out, you put it on your face first and then everybody else. We can't take care of our families and our jobs.
See, this is a cop. This is a cop out. I'm going to end it here because I'm a little frustrated. It's a cop out. Because I don't understand who are black women helping. Like, if they do not understand health, they're not taking care of their body. They don't nothing. They don't look at the ingredients. They don't look at the calorie count. How are they helping other people? And the thing is that this guy complex is not. You're not helping. You have a God complex. You want to be in everybody's business. You want to run everything, and you are manless. You don't have structure. You are chaotic at your true nature.